What's up, my boys? So today's video is going to be 5 things that I did and that I do on my day-to-day basis. Things that will completely keep you focused while on the grind, right? So when you're in your phases of monk modes, or you're really on your grind, or in the lab, or you're trying to be focused and stay as focused as you possibly can to your one task. So my goal is not having any distractions, not caring about what people are doing, any of that, right? So to start off, the first thing is getting off social media, right? And I promise you, bro, it goes so much deeper than just being on Instagram, or just being on TikTok, or just being on Twitter, or whatever social media platform that you're using, right? For me, the biggest hitter is Instagram, right? And Instagram for me is just like, because I have a lot of people to socialize with. I always get to see a lot of people's stories of what my friends are doing, or like other people, or just mutuals are doing within their life. And it's just honestly just brain dead shit. It's the normal shit of just just checking up on people, just looking at their stories, seeing what they're doing, trying to show that they're living their best life. And no, it's just none of that, right? So for Instagram and social media in general, right? This could also go into like Tinder and all those dating apps, right? Because that takes a large part of my time too sometimes, where I'm just scrolling, texting a lot of women on these apps, and I'm just like, holy fuck, like 30 minutes just went by like this. Or when you're scrolling on TikTok or Instagram Reels, or on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or whatever, 30 minutes can go by just like this. It's like when you play a video game and you tell yourself you're going to play for an hour, and you end up playing way past that, and you're like, what the fuck? Or you see that the timer went off after 1 hour, and you're just like, no, I'm not doing no 1 hour video games. I'm going to keep playing. That's exactly how it is, right? Because it's all just like cap in a way where, you know what I'm saying? Like social media, it's meant for you. Like the designers of social media is also the designers of the Tinder and motherfucking, what else other apps, Hinge and all these apps, right? It's the same designers, so they want to keep you on these apps. Like their main job, like I'm telling you, like that, their job, their main focus is to keep you on that app for however long possible, right? So that is where you start to see a lot of, like, even women, right? You start to see bitches with fat asses. They get promoted like this. It's made for them to keep you on this app for however long it is, right? And even getting money spent, where now like they got TikTok Shop and all of these apps on Instagram. They got like the stores where you can go and shop and shit, which is pretty cool. But you know what I'm saying? Like the main focus is to keep you on their app, right? So that's going to take you away from your goals and what you got going on. You're in a grind, you're in the lab, you're supposed to stay focused. Instagram, all of these apps are going to take you away from it. And you know what I'm saying? Just by looking at the algorithm, you can literally see that they're promoting bitches. Like everything about a woman, they get promoted instantly. Like if you see girls on Instagram or TikTok, the gym girls or whatever, the influencers, the gym influencers who are giving you like life advice on how to work out and shit, they're just showing their ass. Like they know that this piece gets them out there and promoted, so they're going to show, like they'll do RDLs or the squats with the camera solely focused on that ass. Like I promise you. So what do you think, bro? They just want you to keep you on your apps. And if you're on retention, bro, it's the worst thing for you, being on social media. We all know, everyone's been on social media and then went and hopped onto like Pornhub and shit like that right after, because your shit got hard first thing in the morning. You pick up your phone, you watching a bad bitch doing all these squats and shit like that. Yo, you get these urges and then you end up busting. So getting rid of it, eliminating social media, and not just for like, sexual and lustful desires, but it's also a lot of comedy. It's a lot of things that's going to pull and distract you from your goal, right? Your goal is to make money on whatever you're doing, right? Or whatever you're just trying to get better at, basketball, soccer, whatever, right? For example, so you go to TikTok, it's going to show you one video, or you scroll up one video, it's about some funny shit. Then the next one is about a big booty bitch, and then the next one is just about something that's teaching you about like all types of weird shit. Like even sometimes on my For You, I remember seeing like disabled people like DJing on lives. It was crazy. I don't know what the fuck it is, but whatever it is to garner attention and take you away from it. So get rid of it, I promise you. And when you live in real life, like when you live day to day outside, not focusing on your phone and focusing on your goals, and you know what I'm saying, like living and just breathing air and just like not worrying about social media, your life gets 10 times better. And I'm gonna be the main component of saying social media, because social media has been taking me away from everything, right? For you, it could be video games, right? Video games, in a way, it's a sort of like in the same aspect, like social media, in the way of like it's taking time away from your goals, so it shouldn't even be there, right? So social media / video games, I'll put, yo, get rid of that shit and live in real life. You're gonna feel much better, right? 2, meditation, right? So meditation has been so big for me that it's like when I get overwhelmed or I get really just like in the mood of not trying to work or not doing anything, right? When I meditate and I start to do like mindful meditation, that I call it. I don't know if it's something that's like actually out there, like within like, you know, meditation and spiritualism or whatever, but just meditating on my higher self and my higher thoughts of like, just like meditating on my goals. Like, yes, I will touch this. I will get this many subscribers. Yes, I will be doing this. I will be working this amount of time throughout the day and shit like that. It calms you down. It takes you away from all the bullshit, all the things that's distracting you from that one goal. And it brings you back to it. Because like I said, even with like social media or like, you know, like video games, it's just distracting you from your goals. Like, because when you actually don't have any social media, or you have 0 video games, or you have like 0 distractions, you're more likely to go do your goals, like, and like really work on them, because there's nothing else to do, bro. Like, I promise you, it's like you're sitting there, like you would just sit or wake up in the morning and you wrote down your goals and everything like that, and you just like read it out loud, and you don't have like, you pick up your phone and you try to like hit Instagram and it's like, oh wait, it's deleted. Or you try to go to TikTok, it's like, oh, it's deleted. Or you try to play the video game, or no, it's in my cabinet or whatever, right? And you're just like, shit, there's nothing else to do but to do my goals. Like, I might as well go hit the gym or some shit. Like, I might as well go do something, right? So you're way more than likely, I'll say like an 80 to 90%. I'll say like an 80% increase to go doing your goals, right? You might find something else to bullshit upon, but more than likely, the more shit that you don't have in your life, the more like little things that you don't have that's taking you away from your goals, like the death by 1,000 paper cuts, I made that video. The more like shit you don't have in your life, like, oh, I gotta go do this, I gotta do that, I gotta hang out with this person, whatever. And the more you just focus on one thing, you're more likely to go do that one thing. You know what I'm saying? Meditation is big because it sets you back onto the path of like, okay, I know what my goals is. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I know, like, because you get very emotional throughout the day. Like, sometimes I don't want to do this. Sometimes I do. More times than not, I do want to do this. And then sometimes I don't want to work and do editing and this, that. But when you like completely meditate and sit in silence for a while, and then like for me, I do like 10 minutes of meditation. 5 minutes is just silent, just staying focused on myself. Then the next 5 minutes is like me meditating on like my higher self of like, okay, I'm gonna go do this right after meditating, and you know, I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna do this amount of editing, or I'm gonna make this amount of videos, or I'm gonna read this book for however long or whatever. And I just stay focused to that, because there's no like distractions, there's nothing else to do, there's nothing else for me to go on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, or even like texting all these bitches, right? Like taking them away too, that's another thing. Giving them their time. Like for me, I don't completely cut off women, because in a way, like, I'm just so busy that if you're fucking with me for fucking with me, just know that I'm a busy motherfucker. And I'll let you know that from the jump. You know what I'm saying? Like, with every shorty I talk to, I let them know, like, yo, I am busy throughout the day. So if I get like 20 to 30 minutes while I'm cooking to call you, and I call you and you don't answer, that's tough, because that's the only time you can hear from me. Like, I keep it a bean because I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just 100% focused on the goals. Like, that's all it is. And, you know, if you're going to fuck with me, you're going to fuck with an ambitious ass dude. So I'm not going to have as much time for you. You know what I'm saying? So meditation is big. It's going to bring you back into your mindset of what you're doing, and like just structure all of the self-limiting beliefs, all the doubts, all the emotions of you not wanting to do it. You say shut up and you just meditate. And when you meditate, you're breathing in deeply. You start to feel the air of nature. I meditate outside, and it gets me right back onto the track of like, okay, just go edit, or just go make a video, make videos and read or get information for videos and shit like that, right? So the third thing is good sleep. And when I'm talking about good sleep, I'm talking about like get 8 hours a day, right? So for me, like if you're really in the grind and you're like me, I'm like, you gotta understand, I need sleep, because especially because when I train and all the effort and energy that I need, I want to have as much energy as I need throughout the day so that I can attack my goals, right? So I need as much sleep as I possibly can. Like I wake up around 6 a.m. So I go to sleep around 10, but normally my body just wakes up even before that time, because it's just energized, it's ready to go. So that's where I realized, like, okay, if your body not waking up even before the time that you set, it's like, okay, you just need to really just get more sleep, dial in. And another sleep tip that I've really learned that I think really worked for me, because okay, this is mid interruption, bro. A bug went into my coffee and the shit is dead. What's good? Man, this is my favorite coffee too, man. Listen, man, we're gonna have to improvise, cause check this out. I'm not throwing this out, and you're not seeing me get a sip of this bitch either. Like I was saying, I was going, like, what really helped me get my sleep in, right, was that so I would always go to sleep sometimes past 12 a.m. And I've read a study, or I read somewhere, that if you sleep past 12 a.m., you're not going to get as much adequate sleep, right? Your sleep is not going to be as on point, and you're going to need more sleep. So when I started to sleep, especially around 10 a.m., bro, it's like your body gets into like a deep REM state where it like doesn't need as much more sleep. Like those 2 hours before 12 a.m., basically, if you get more sleep before 12 a.m., you'll be more energized and you won't need to sleep as much, right? So if I were to go to bed at like 9 a.m. or 9 p.m., I'm sorry, you'll wake up way earlier, like easier and naturally, like your body's ready because it doesn't need as much sleep. It gets into a deeper sleep state and you don't need as much sleep as like the regular, like if you go to sleep around 12 a.m. or 1 a.m., and you're waking up at like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, why do I need that much sleep? But when you sleep before 12 a.m., and you sleep around 10 p.m. or 9 p.m., you won't need as much sleep. Like, you'll wake up easily around like 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning without even struggling. Your body's just gonna wake you up. Like, I swear to you, right? So good sleep is 100% a necessity, especially like for me or for people who really training or who really in the lab, like really grinding. I'm in the gym around 6 times out of the week, and my recovery has been A1 because my diet is A1 too as well. So I'm gonna put diet in here as well. So good sleep and diet, because my diet helps me recover, but also like my sleep helps me recover like times 10, but my diet keeps me going. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't eat, bro. Like I don't eat until like it's about 2 p.m. right now. So I won't, like, I'll have, like, after these videos that I make, I'm going to have 2 bananas. I bought oranges, a kiwi, and a thing of blueberry. Just eat all of that. I'm not gonna fill myself up with like fruits, but I'm gonna have enough carbs for me to go hit the gym. I'm gonna take my pre-workout and go hit the gym. And then after that, I finally come back home around like, let's say 6:30 or whatever. Then that's when I have my big meal. But from when I wake up at 6 a.m., all I do is drink coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, and today I fasted all the way up until like the time of making videos, and I'm drinking coffee now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even then, it's like I don't need to eat as much. I don't want to eat as much. And even when I'm hungry, I'm not going to eat as much because I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially when you're no food in your body, you're more focused. Your work is going to get done times 10. You're going to have a lot more life within your life because you need, it's like back in the day when you were a hunter-gatherer, you don't have food all day. So it's like, bro, we weren't made to have food all day, like eat consistently breakfast, a big lunch, and a big dinner. No, like I promise you, in my life and how I'm functioning throughout my life is like 10 times better when I fast throughout the morning, and then I finally have a coffee, because the coffee kills your hunger as well, but it also gives you that energy, that boost to keep going. The caffeine gives you that rush of like, yo, I gotta get going. What the fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? So I get that, and then on top of that, I'll have my fruits in the afternoon, so I'm not eating a garbage meal or, you know, having something so heavy before the gym, in which a lot of the gym dudes be like, yo, you gotta have this amount of carbs, you gotta have all of this food in you, which is absolutely false, because if you have a big meal before the gym, even 2-3 hours before, your body has not digested that food fully, so you're gonna feel more heavier in the gym, not feel as good. But that's a side note. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I have my like carbs of like fruit and shit, just healthy fruits. Then I take my pre-workout, go hit the gym, and then I'll have my steak and eggs at home, like later on around 6:30, 7 o'clock. Then I prepare for night, and then like that's my morning routine. That's my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, right? And so like that's what I'm saying. You're going to need a lot of recovery, a lot of sleep, so that you can get into that mode of really being energized, really having goals, really focusing on what you got going on. Because if not, and you get like, let's say 4 hours of sleep, you're not going to attack life as hard as you would if you had 8 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? Or waking up when your body naturally wakes up. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have as much energy throughout life that you would if you had more sleep. And that's a fact, because y'all know, bro, I used to work a job around, I used to have to wake up 3:45 and get there by 5 a.m. And sometimes I wouldn't even get as much sleep, in like 3 hours, 4 hours sleep, so that I can make videos and edit these videos while I'm like working, like before work and shit like that or whatever. And cause you know, like it was just a lot of things I had to do. And then I'll go to work all tired, like a fucking zombie, not even be able to function. Like when I'm talking to people, I'm talking to you, but I'm not there. Like I'm letting my subconscious mind just talk, and it's just flowing. Whatever it says, it says. I'm not even speaking at that time. I don't even know what I'm really talking about. I'm just wanting to sleep. Like the moment, I remember I used to have to do like a little like computer work and shit like that to like for work. Bro, the moment I sat down on that computer chair, damn near every day, my body fell asleep. Like it was like sleep mode where I'm about to knock the fuck out every time. So now I really understand the priority of sleep, not only just for you to function throughout life, to have a lot of natural energy and shit like that, but it's also to recover, let your body recover, from your muscles recover, because bro, the gym is a big part of my life, and if you're really on the grind, your health means a lot, so you should be in the gym as well. So that recovery of your body being sore and all of that, it's like doubled in a way of like I'm recovering way more faster, and I've been training 6 days out of the week, damn near 7 sometimes, and my body's just kind of fine. Like even right now, I'm a little sore in the chest. I had like a nice chest day, but I'm gonna go hit back and biceps today. So it ain't no excuses, but I feel way more recovered, and you know my body's just able to function way more with better sleep. It should be a non-negotiable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if there's like your friends out partying or clubbing, whatever, and they're coming home 4 a.m, you know that day you're sacrificing that day of like 4 a.m. You're not waking up until at least probably like 10 a.m, 11 a.m. And then like you're just more drowsy, you're tired, you might be, you know, drunk or motherfucking hangover and shit. It ain't worth it, you know what I'm saying? So get your sleep in, right? And 4, this is big. I kind of explained it just like within that sleep shit, is like planning the night before, right? This is huge if you want to stay on the grind, and huge for all entrepreneurs. If you're a millionaire, this is like this is what the millionaires talk about, like what they do on their day-to-day basis. This is something I took from them and do this every day. So planning the night before is big and crucial, because once you have your notepad, right, like, you know, shit like this, all the shit that I write down, bro, I wrote down these ideas for the video, like, you know what I'm saying? But planning the night before is big, because when you write this shit down every night before you're going to sleep, you're telling your subconscious mind what you're going to do tomorrow morning. So the moment that you wake up, you know what I'm saying, and you don't have social media, you cut off all the bullshit, the video games aren't there, or like you have social media. For me, I would like, the biggest thing for me would be, I would grab my phone first thing in the morning, and I was like, just be tired as hell, but I'll be like, you know, scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, letting time flow, and just being a bot, and then being in bed for like 30 minutes like after I wake up, and I'm just like, I'm wasting time. What the fuck am I doing? Seeing that this is a distraction. So when you cut that off, you have no choice but to wake up and go to your desk and look at what you wrote down. And your subconscious mind is going to tell you this is what we have to do first thing in the morning. So for the first thing in the morning, I write down editing videos, because I leave that for the morning of like, I'm more tired in the morning. Even if I wake up and I get sleep, I'm a little more, not like tired, but like, it's like, you know, when you first wake up, it's like, all right, come on, like we got to function and shit. It's like my brain is still rendering. So it's like, okay, I could do something slight as like editing for the first like 3 hours of my like day of work. Then it's like, well, look, I could read you better than I could fucking, you know what I'm saying, explain off the top of my dome. But it's basically the same routine every day, but it's important. Oh, this is not even a notebook. The notebook that I have is actually home. This one is for my car, literally. I have this notebook for the car. So basically, what was I saying? So first thing in the morning is editing, just getting that shit done so that I can really have the videos edited and, you know, have them prepared for you guys. Then 2 is, scripting my ideas. So like writing down ideas, or like letting things flow to me so that the ideas of my videos can really hit different. Because like when I just like record and make a video and let myself speak, I love it. Like that's my favorite type of video. You know what I'm saying? Even for these, I wrote them down, but I'm just speaking off the top of my dome of what I like. So, you know what I'm saying? After just like writing down my editing or writing down my ideas and shit like that, I go and record the videos, you know what I'm saying? Or if I'm writing down my ideas, I'm also sometimes reading so I can get topics from other books that I can like really put into my philosophies and like give to you guys. So that's a big thing too as well, like reading so I could get ideas, and reading just for more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Not for ideas, more knowledge, you know what I'm saying? That's bigger. So I read for more knowledge and, you know, get ideas from other books and shit like that. So after that, I get the books, and that's where the step I'm at right now. I'm a little late on my schedule, I can't lie. You're not going to be 100% on your schedule either every single day, you know what I'm saying? Like, not at all, not every single day, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making videos right now. I'm going to make this video and the second video. Then I'm going to go home. I'm going to eat my bananas. I'm going to edit one video and drink my pre-workout. Let my food digest of like the fruits and shit. And then I'm going to go hit the gym. Then after the gym, because I don't want to come home too late, around like 6:30 is not the latest, because I like to be in bed by 10. Then I'm going to edit the second video for about an hour. And then I'm going to plan out my day the night before. And then I'm going to make my tea. And I'm going to drink my tea, because it's like a little tea that makes you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like what's that tea called? It has like some like shit in it that makes you go to sleep. I forgot the ingredient of it, but you know what I'm saying? That makes you go to sleep. Oh, melatonin. It has melatonin and shit like that, so it makes you more drift off to sleep. So when I'm drinking my tea, I read my books for about an hour, and I go to sleep. And that is like my day on a recurring like day-to-day basis of like what I do. You know what I'm saying? And when I cut off the distraction of like the women, of like if I'm going on the date, I want to cut that off as much as I can. It's all about like on this grind shit. It's all about cutting off these distractions, right? The video games, the women, the fucking porn, whatever it is that you got going on that's distracting you, taking you away from your goals, that has to go. It could be even your best homie, bro. Because your homie could be your best man. You have the best time of your life with him. You have all the fun in the world with him. But all he does is smoke weed, drink, and, you know, party and do all this shit, just fuck bitches, and just wastes his time in life. And he's not, like, actually structured on his goals. He has to go for a temporary time. Like, I'm not saying fully cut off your friends, but he has to go for a little bit because you got to really focus and lock in. I call my homies all the time, right? When I'm really in a deep state of, like, grind mode, like, for a month or 2 months, I tell them, like, yo, bro, I'm not even going to call y'all. Like, I'm not going to check up on y'all. It's going to be a minute. If you need me, right? Because if you know me, my phone's on D&D at all times. If you need me, hit my phone at the text message. Hit the shit that notifies me if it's an emergency and shit, and then I'll get back to you, bro. I'll call you when I need to, or when I see the message, I'll call you back like, yo, bro, what's up? But I'm gonna be locked in for around a month or 2 months, I tell them. And that's really like what I do. I really just stay in the lab and be locked in. And this way you don't lose your friends, because you know what I'm saying, like, I'm really focusing on life. I'm going to sit here and briefly explain that, like, yo, bro, I'm really locked in. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, they all understand it. They'll be like, yeah, bro, go ahead. Go do your thing. I know you're doing your thing. Go ahead. Bro, I love my friends for that, because they're the realest that they can get. But other friend groups, maybe for you guys, they might feel some type of way or some shit. Like, they don't, like, ew, he thinks he's, like, locked in or in monk mode or some shit. Like hating on you, those aren't your friends, bro. I know these are, like, my real friends, because, like, bro, I'm gonna tell them, like, yo, I'm locked in for this month. I'm not gonna hit you, but, like, if you need me, bro, let me know. Like, but, like, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely love you. I just don't feel some certain type of way. I tell them, like, don't feel some certain type of way, because I'm really gonna lock in. And if you need me, you know, you can hit me on that message where I'll join the call, or, like, if you call me, I'm gonna answer, like, if it's an emergency and shit. So I was like, yeah, like, so my friends are like, yeah, bro, go ahead, do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they do their thing on their own side, but, like, me, I'm really dialed in. You know what I'm saying? So planning the night before is big, because then you know what to do first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning, you know not to cope, not to bullshit. You have your goals written right there on your desk. You go reread your goals, and you know what you're going to do. So you have your life structured. Oh, and when you're planning out your day, write down the time of what you're going to do. Big thing as well. So if I'm going to wake up, I write wake up 6 a.m. Then I wake up, and 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. is or 6 a.m. to about 9 a.m. is editing. 3 hours worth of editing, whatever, right? Then, boom, planning out ideas, boom, 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 yada, 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 from 9 to 10 or 11, planning out ideas for videos, then writing down those videos, and, you know, maybe getting, like, clips from other, you know, because y'all know I put clips into my videos, getting clips from shows that, like, resonate with the idea that I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, just structuring that time. So from, like, 2 to 4, 4 to 6 is gym, you know what I'm saying? Like 6 to 7 is eating my steak and eggs and watching like an educational course of like how to make millions of dollars, because that's what I do all the time. But literally, like, setting up yourself like this is going to only let you win. Only going to let you win. And when you don't do the things, right, because not every time you're going to have a perfect day of that you complete your goals. You're not going to get that every time. But when you do, like, you know what I'm saying, like, when you don't have those days, you know, like, you can, there's something that you can strive for. You know what I'm saying? And like just like this, even if you take the whole day off, you read your goals, you're just like, damn, I was supposed to be doing this today. You know what I'm saying? Like, even then, I experienced that shit a lot, where I guilt myself. Like, I feel some guilt because I didn't do my work that I'm supposed to do and stay on my discipline mode. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, even then, that's just like the next step way of like growth, because no one's doing this. No one does this. Like, it's only a few people who do this. And those are the few people who are like millionaires and successful, that they do this day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? They schedule their days of what they're supposed to do, and they stick to it, right? So even if you don't get there, you're still on a pathway to get there. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You're just seeing what you got to do, and you're consistently doing this, writing this day in and day out. You're going to get better and like actually live that day, that perfect day that you set up. You're going to get there. And then what's going to happen is there's going to be another day of like, you know what I'm saying? Like a time block when you completely like focus on that time block of what you did, and you like completed it. You're going to be like, okay, I had like a time block of like 2 hours that I could have done more work or done something else. And that's the next level where you implement more time, more things to do within that time. You know what I'm saying? So then the last thing is mindfulness walk. What I mean by a mindfulness walk is just like no phones, no like recording that you're here or whatever the fuck. You're just going on a walk. It's like a sort of like meditation where you're just breathing in deeply. You're breathing in the air. You feel good in a way. You're just doing your thing. You're going for a mindfulness walk. You're just walking for about, let's say, like, even if you wanted to walk a mile, right? If you wanted to go as far as a mile, you can do that. I don't walk a mile. I walk for about like, let's say like 20 minutes. That wouldn't probably be a mile. I don't know. About 20 minutes of like my like whole block. I walk down. I say hi to my neighbors. I say hi to everyone in the neighborhood, and it's just a good thing. It brings like positive vibes within you. And you know, I leave my phone at home, so I just stay within that. And like I'm telling you, that meditation, right? Like I go on that walk and then meditate. You know, my meditation sessions are always so fucking good, and it enlivens me, bro. It's crazy that it's just crazy what it can do for you to like focus your mind away from the bullshit and really stay focused. But the mindfulness walk is for the people, especially who don't really go out their house. But I make this walk all the time because more times than not, it's like when you're really in the grind and you're like editing for these amount of hours and you're like making videos and you're writing out ideas and you're reading, it can get overwhelming after a time. But just going on that walk is like a sort of meditation because you're finally like outside, like in the world of nature. Like you're finally outside, you're breathing in deeply, and you're going about your day how you're supposed to go about your day. You know what I'm saying? It's like you feel much greater. That it's like a little step back of like, okay, I'm in the lab for a minute. I could, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just take a little time, go on this walk and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, this just gets you back into the mind frame of getting to where, you know, like resetting you, just almost in that meditation state where like you just like grateful for things. You're seeing the birds, you're seeing rabbits. You know, for me, I see my neighborhood, I see little rabbits around, I see birds, I see my seagulls, you know what I'm saying? I see my neighbors. It's all like positive thoughts, and it just raises your vibration, bro. It will always raise your vibration. So those are the 5 things that's going to keep you on the grind. And for me, that really helped me keep me aligned on my grind. Real shit, like no funny shit, like really focusing. And some days I do have days where I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not fully focused, but I'm still on that pathway to getting there. And that's all that matters, is that you're on that pathway. And then day in and day out, you're consistently doing it. So when you keep doing it, it becomes a lifestyle. Like for the gym, I always say this shit, but I didn't like the gym at first. But when I consistently did like the gym of like, okay, I'm going to hit the gym at this time, or I'm going to the gym, or I'm going to the weight room after school and shit. I consistently did it. And I consistently put in that work. And I got bigger. But over time, I actually started to like what I did. You know what I'm saying? So that's where like I fall into the place of like I actually start to like editing videos, and I start to like really making videos, and I really start to read a lot more, gain more knowledge. It just makes me become a greater human being, and you fall in love with that process. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, bro. And I'm gonna leave my last video right here for you guys. So stay yourself. Oh, big thing. If you want a one-on-one consultation, I'm gonna leave that in my bio right now. And also, I'm making a Patreon. So if you want some real game about women, how to really get better with women, not just from me, but from the motherfucking ism, the principles of the game, that's going to teach you how not to be a lame. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want that, I'm gonna make a Patreon for that. And you know, if you want that one-on-one consultation, just let me know, bro. Just hit the link in the description. I'm gonna leave it in the description. If you want a one-on-one consultation, go ahead, bro. An hour with me. Whatever problems, whatever you got going on in your life, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, if you guys need that, bro, I'm gonna make that Patreon. If you need that, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be there if you need. You know what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, bro. And stay yourself. Stay 300. Whatever you do in life, trust me, I believe in you, bro.